I'm going to start off by using the Bad Habit After Hours palette. I'm going to go into that shade called Flushed, and I'm going to apply that into the crease and above the crease and patting it on first and then blending it out, because these shades in these Bad Habit palettes, for me personally, they will blend away to nothing and start looking patchy, so it's best to pack it on first and then go in with a blending brush to blend it out. I'm going to go into the shade Cabernet next and apply that directly into the crease, and I'm going to keep that in the crease and not blend it so much upwards. And I'm also blending it on that outer part to kind of create that V shape as well. And sorry about my bangs being in the way. I'm telling you guys, in the new year when these bangs grow back, they ain't coming back. Now I'm going to go into the Profusion Sienna's palette and use that shade Madly and apply that in the crease as well. This is just helping me create a different transition in pinks from light to dark before I go in and apply the black shade. So now I'm finally going into the Profusion Chocolates palette, and I'm going to use that black eyeshadow called VIP and apply that directly in the crease and on the outer V part as well. And I'm only going to apply a little bit at a time and then build it up, because this is a very pigmented black eyeshadow and you don't want it to go everywhere and end up looking too muddy. I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer to cut the crease, and I'm only doing it about halfway on the lid because I am going to blend the eyeshadow back onto that part. So for the glitter, I am going to be using this gold one from that Halloween gold stack set, and I am going to be using those stars to apply in the inner corner. But before I do that, I am going to do the other eye off camera and then go back and blend some of that eyeshadow in an angle back onto the lid part. And I'm only using the black eyeshadow on this part, not any other one. With a definer brush, I'm going back in with some more of that black eyeshadow and just defining the crease a little bit better and making this look sharper. I feel like an angled brush or a thin liner pencil brush would work better for applying this, because I feel like this definer brush didn't allow me to curve the eye like I needed to. On the lid part where I apply the concealer, I'm going to apply this Too Faced glitter glue on that concealer part, and this is going to help the glitter adhere to the eye because the glitter is very messy and you want to use a glitter glue to help it stick. The concealer is not going to help it stick that well, so this will help better. Now I'm just going to use the brush, pick up some product and pat it on the lid. I'm not using any spray to help it stick because the spray will change it into a more metallic type of glitter, and I want to keep it a loose glitter, so I'm just going to just tap it on as best as I can. And this did get very messy in the end, but it's easy to clean up. It's just not easy to take off the eye when it's time to remove the makeup. It went everywhere and it was really hard. And believe it or not, but this was my first time ever using a loose glitter for eyeshadow, and I really enjoy using it. I just did not enjoy it removing it. For the inner corners, I'm applying the adhesive so that I can apply the star in the inner corner. And I wanted to show you guys, look at how many stars come in this bottle. Like it looked like 1,000 stars in here. It's so many. But I didn't end up using the stars in the end because it did not show up, so I ended up just keeping the stars on and then applying the gold stud over that, and that worked out a lot better. I was applying the stars on the brow bone. I wanted to see how it would look as like a brow bone highlight, and I thought it would look cool, but the only way that it would actually look good is if it was hitting the light a certain way for the gold to pop. Otherwise, it would just look like there was just a dark line on the brow bone, so I didn't end up doing that. It was just like nothing was working out. For this part, I'm using the NYC liquid liner to create a wing liner, and it was easy to apply this wing liner over the glitter. It did glide on, no tugging. I'm going to go back in with some more of that black eyeshadow and tap it onto the outer part where I applied the wing liner at to make it more matte and smoky instead of just like a line there. Now I'm going back in and applying the gold crystal to the inner corner, and it's still tacky from when I applied that adhesive, so it's going to stick fine. I'm going to go into the Ardell Wispies 12 pack and apply those double wispies. I'm going to use my Black Radiance Luminous Dry Oil to prime the face. For foundation, I'm using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop and blending it out with a wet sponge. This time I used more oil on my face, and last time this foundation clung to some dry patches on my cheeks, so the oil definitely helps with this foundation. A regular hydrating primer wouldn't. For concealer, I'm going to be using the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Concealer. Like I said in my last video, I would try it under my eye. And I'm using the shade Medium Tan. So I love this concealer. Very hydrating and buildable. It is a medium to full coverage. Not exactly full straight away, but definitely medium to buildable. And easy to blend out, very flawless, and this is an excellent shade for me in medium tan, so I probably will purchase the full size concealer of this eventually. They did give a lot in this sample size, so it's going to take me a while to finish it. I'm going to cream bronze using the e.l.f. bronzer duo in the shade Bronzed Violet from their Aqua collection. So I haven't used this bronzer in a long time, but it's very pigmented and it's very easy to blend out with a brush or with a sponge. It doesn't look cakey and it's just a pretty bronzer. I'm going to use the Kat Von D translucent powder to set and bake, and then use the brightening powder on top of that. And I love this powder combination together. Very smooth and it looks so pretty in photographs. I did not think I was going to like it. I thought it was going to be too drying and leave flashback, but it's so beautiful and I definitely would repurchase both of these powders together. Now I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit to powder bronze. This is just setting the cream bronzer and also adding some to it, and this is my favorite way to bronze now. Now that I've dusted away all the powder, I'm going to go in with the brightening powder now in golden, and I did not realize that all the powder was going to be up at the top, so it is very messy, but I still love these powders together. On my last video, I used that first shade called Nectarine, so now I'm going to use the middle shade called Ginger, and it's another very beautiful shade. It's the one that's a matte shade, and the other two are shimmers. Again, this trio is very beautiful, very smooth, very pigmented, and I definitely think that it is worth the price. And I almost forgot to mention this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in Peachy Love. So now I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist and spray my face to get rid of this powdery look. I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty highlighter in Hustler Baby to highlight the face. I think that's Hustler Baby because there's one that's Mean Money and the other one is Hustler Baby. So now I'm going to go in with that black eyeshadow one last time called VIP and apply that directly on the lower lash line. I'd rather just use the eyeshadow for this look instead of using an eyeliner. Under that, I'm going to blend the shade Cabernet. I'm going to go in with the ABH liquid lipstick in Dazed and the e.l.f. plumping lip gloss on top of that and apply that for lipstick. I wanted something that was going to pop rather than something simple like just applying a lip gloss. I was like, nope, go all out.